Welcome back to NumbersLie Sports Network, NumbersLie the Podcast. Another Thursday. We back at you. The NBA season is well on its way right now. So let's get right into it, man. So we got a lot of things going on, and a lot of media narratives going on right now. So first, let's start with the Sixers, man. So I think they're in the news. You got a couple big names in Philly right now. You got Joel Embiid and PG in Philly right now. So we got Ill Will, Phil, and Minnow in the building. How y'all feeling about the Sixers, man? I know they Embiid talking about he not playing back to backs and he coming back and they not looking good. I think they 2-11 right now, 2-12 or something like that. It's crazy. People saying they should tank. How we feeling about the Sixers, man?
Me personally, when I found out the news that before the season that Joel Embiid wasn't going to play back to back, that's what got me off the bandwagon for the Sixers. That part right there, you have to have chemistry coming into the season, especially when you got new pieces like Paul George and some of the free agents that they got. So hearing that, I was like, I'm out. It's too much talent in the NBA for you to not have the cohesiveness and just think that you're just gonna win a championship all of a sudden. And your best player not playing every day, nah, I'm out.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I when I heard the back-to-back news, I was like, "Oh, here we go again." A lot of people don't want to talk about Joel Embiid's injury history, but it's pretty prevalent. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Kawhi Leonard get a lot of heat, but Joel Embiid is in that same boat as far as staying healthy. And I just feel like it's sad that uh, I feel bad for I feel sad I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey because he's young and he got to go through this. But maybe these the growing pains he got to go through as a young budding star. So I have no regret for PG in regards to what I'm saying. I'm not talking about his injuries or anything like that, but just the fact that he didn't want to be a Laker. This is what happens. This is what happens. So, he should be a Laker. I know you see him right there.
There you go.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to play with certain people. So this is the right. It is what it
Question
is.
though, with PG, did the Lakers offer him that fourth year that he got from Philadelphia?
I'm talking about way back, like when he was, I believe, leaving OKC. And
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Come to LA to one of the teams, and he chose the Clippers instead of the Lakers.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know that he definitely wouldn't have left the Clippers if they would have, gave him the same deal that they gave Kawhi. That's what he said. That, he literally backdoor OKC just to get to LA. And for him, being in Philadelphia because of a contract situation it's business. It's crazy. But
well, it was alleged he didn't want to join LeBron's show. He didn't want to join the circus. So he chose the Clippers. And, that's why he's now a Sixer and, dealing with this superstar and his circus. So.
Wow. You don't want to get down with Death Row? Fuck you, huh?
Hey, here's what it is. I love his game, though. I love his game. I'm just mad because he should be a Laker. I love it. I love everything Paul George stands for as a two-way player, but it is what it is.
Hey, man. Y'all got to connect forward with it, though. Y'all don't trip, though. Y'all got to connect forward, though.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We're doing big things now. We're doing big things.
We can talk about the Lakers later on. Let's talk about the Lakers later. Let me add that to the agenda. But for now, about the Sixers. So Paul George, yeah, it's weird how that happened. Like you talk about his asking for what Kawhi got. Respectfully, you're not Kawhi though. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have 2 championships and 2 Finals MVPs, and like you're not Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard was the star of that team. So that was one thing. That was my thoughts when he first said that. But as of right now, where he is in Philly, it's crazy just how you have these talented superstars and they just can't stay healthy. Like, I would love to see the big 3 in Philly, play, but they can't stay healthy. It's terrible. He just had a like re-aggravated the same bone bruise as last time. So it's sad. It's really sad. As just from a basketball fan, I want to see especially the big teams compete. I don't want to see the Sixers tank. But I know, Minnow, you said somebody said they should tank. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they said given a record, given a stance, given their pick situation with the OKC, it would be in their best interest, given that they're 2-12, for them to tank. Joel Embiid can't stay healthy. Paul George already looking like he can't stay healthy. This should be a season for the young team, for the young players to get their legs, get further development, and go after Cooper Flag. I mean, it makes sense to me at this point. I mean, why push it at this point, given how bad the season has started? I mean, like, this is historically bad at this point. You know what I'm saying? And they really don't have nothing to stand on at this point. Like, neither one of them can stay healthy. I was watching the game the other night, and I was looking at Joel Embiid play. He scored 30-something points, but it looked like it took everything in him to get that 35 points. Like, it was hard. It looked hard. Like,
I was lumbering.
It didn't look nothing like the prime Joel Embiid. We was like, is he MVP? Like, it don't look like that MVP at all. It don't look like that Joel Embiid at all.
Well, I don't know what to say about the Sixers. It's kind of crazy, but we'll see. We'll see how they work. I mean, if they can get and stay healthy and make a run. So we like 15 games in right now. So
yeah, I charge them.
Still got time. I guess they still got time. All right. So switching gears here. So I think, Phil, you brought up the media narratives going on right now out there. Pinpoint exactly what you're talking about. Give us some examples. What's going on in the media as it relates to the players and all that? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, just some people just think that just the whole winning thing, for instance, right? You can't win a championship. You don't have a championship. You're a selfish player. You take the money, all this, blah, blah, blah. Or even looking at the Draymond Green situation, right? Where, he get in trouble for tripping Zach Edey, and everyone calling him crazy. Everyone, think that he should be banned and all this and that. And it's like, different media, different outlets, provide different narratives. So I like the idea that players now have the right, have podcasts and tell their side of the story, because we get untold sides that you won't necessarily hear normally back in the day, because it's only the news outlet, right? Or that journalist telling that narrative. So, but just, simple things like that, I just noticed, like, man, I didn't know this about this particular player, until that player or that teammate of that player said of that player, So I've noticed that, and that's something that is quite interesting. Caught my eye.
Definitely, and like you got podcasts like Jeff Teague's podcast as well, and it's just like telling all these stories. Like that's where we go now. I mean, that's
those are the narratives.
Yeah, and that's
right.
That's really how it should be. Really, I mean, you would, in all intents and purposes, you would want the actual players to tell you about the X's and O's and to tell you about what's going on with basketball. Because I've been saying this for years. Other media outlets, all they do is focus on the drama. So they really don't want to focus on the actual game.
So last night the Milwaukee Bucks were playing, and it was breaking news that Middleton is healthy, but he ain't game ready. He got to get back in shape, and this, that, and the other, right? And so Doris Burke, she got on the mic and she was like, I mean, just think about don't you think that Giannis would want those additional 20 points next to him right now? Like, she was trying to make this narrative of like Giannis being upset that like he healthy but can't be out there. And I was just listening to this and I was like, wow. And so it was funny that somebody brought it up in the group about the narratives and stuff, because I was just like, this is crazy. Like, nobody's even talking about that. Like, nobody's even concerned them. Like, Giannis never said that. And Giannis never insinuated that or anything. You just said that based off of your feelings and what you think what's best for Milwaukee right now.
Yeah, and I think it's just it's a changing of the guards now. It's a big shift in the world when it comes to media in general. I know people joke online about, we need to, get rid of this podcast equipment, yada yada yada. But some podcasts and some people just take it too far. Some people say anything. But now you have actual professionals having podcasts who can actually say real stuff. And again, like Draymond Green's podcast, a lot of people don't like him, but his podcast and what he's saying, and the JJ Redick and LeBron podcast when they wasn't coaching player was great. Everybody was excited about that too. So again, the ESPNs of the world, they need to step their game up now. Now they need to really focus on being valid and being, official about what they say.
Yeah, it's a new generation.
And I love
the great Chris Wallace, the journalist, he's leaving Fox to do his own podcast because he sees the futures, like the influence is in podcasting, not cable TV news.
Yep.
It's not.
Yep. And the social medias of the world and all that. So hey, media is changing and I love it. I love to see it. We here for it and we trying to be a part of the change. So again, we 15 games in or so, give or take. MVP, who's really out there hooping that you think should be MVP? Should they give it to Joker again or what?
Joker's having a phenomenal year per se. I do think that there is an MVP voters fatigue. I think that I guess I think it's an error, but I don't think that the NBA wants to give it to him again for various reasons. Right now, I think that they would probably want to give it to Jason Tatum, American Boy Kid, Boston Celtics, revenge for not, all this narratives of him not being great. I think that he's in the front runner of it. I also think that AD should get some considerations as well on how the Lakers been playing. But I think Jason Tatum is number one right now on that totem pole, and how they dominated and how he played against the Cavaliers was like eye-opening. Like, okay, he's here for sure.
Yeah. My boy Tatum has to be more consistent. Like he can't sink. Like I think sometimes some games last year he kind of just sunk in the background, and let his teammates kind of do it and let Jaylen Brown take the reins.
One thing I noticed, well, to your point, one thing I noticed about him changing his game, he's getting to the free throw line 3 or 4 times more than he did last year. That's telling me, and regardless of them shooting NBA record threes, right? He's still getting to the line 8, 9 times out the game. And I think that him influencing the game, getting fouled and getting his team to the penalty early, that's a benefit, and it shouldn't be go without saying. So shout out to Jason Tatum for hooping.
I know who you got.
I mean, I'm in the same boat as Phil. I feel like they're gonna give it to Tatum just for that narrative. Porzingis is out, and I think that's gonna play into the whole. They're not at full strength, and look at the record. So, yeah, I'm in the same boat. AD, I'm looking at him. His two-way play has been phenomenal, and then you also got Jokic. So, if I was to have a dark horse, I would probably say Steph.
Really?
Yeah.
They are number one
yeah, so he would be my dark horse, but those are my top three, and then yeah.
So I kind of think this race is gonna be complicated. It's gonna be tight. I actually hope Joker don't get it again. I'm sorry, I don't want to see that make it again. But look, you got
part of the NBA.
You got Shy Gilly out there hooping as usual. He's second last year to Joker. He gonna hoop. They're gonna be top of the West too. And then you have obviously Tatum, but you got Derek. What's his name? Derek White. Derek White out there hooping too. So and his team is really really good. That's kind of gonna be like to his detriment for the MVP race. And then you got. Who else? AD. So I think that Laker AD narrative to get him MVP is going to be really, really strong. Because if you see LeBron, like LeBron is kind of deterring. Like he's kind of like, all right, AD, you got it. Let's get you MVP. Like he only had like a
AD
few.
is the best player on that team,
Obvious,
Yeah.
without question.
for sure. And LeBron is trying to make sure people know that. Like you can tell, like he's kind of just trying to play that Team USA role where he just kind of does everything else and lets AD, lets the
Well,
stars score.
I honestly I credit JJ Redick more than LeBron in this case, to be honest with you. He has
Right
AD,
position.
huh?
Yeah, I agree. Put him in the right position.
Yeah,
Let him be the hub.
he has him in the right position, and he's opened his game up where he's opened that offense up, allowing AD to shoot more threes. And I feel like that helps him not having to expand that much energy on the offensive end, having to run down low all the time and bang. But you know what I'm saying? He can mix it up a little bit, which allow him to exert his energy on the defensive end.
JJ Redick is doing his thing. I think they're on a 6-game winning streak, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, bro, like outside of Joker and Embiid, like who really checking
They're
AD though?
on a 3-game
Nightly.
streak.
You sure? Check it real quick. I can't check it. That's what I saw on Twitter. Like I think today. I think they're on a 6-game winning streak, but they're doing very well today. This year, and yeah, JJ doing his thing, man. He actually coaching, and he's holding LeBron accountable as well, which is it's very interesting to see. So yeah, but I think this MVP race is going to be tighter than we think. We got AD, Tatum, Joker as always, Shaq Gilly, and then Luka. Like if Luka can get back healthy too, Luka's always going to be in it too. So it's going to be tight, man. So we'll see. I honestly, at the end of the day, I actually want to see Shaq get the MVP because I think he should have had it last year. So that's really my pick.
That's my boy. I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
That man plays both sides of the ball, man. That's my
Yeah,
MVP.
his defense is very underrated.
Yeah,
His defense underrated.
we on a 3-game win streak. We lost to the Grizzlies
Oh,
on the 6th.
oh well. Yeah, Ja. Yeah. Was Ja playing that game?
Yeah, that's the game we lost.
Okay.
Well, that was the last game Ja played.
Right.
He got hurt.
Hey, he said, "I'll make sure I beat these Lakers."
Right.
All right.
That's down.
He said, I will be
like
injured
y'all.
though. I will play though.
He just don't like y'all. But all right. So switching gears. So now NBA viewership lately has been down. So I guess people aren't looking at the NBA nowadays. The commissioners basically blames it on the current political climate and the World Series. I don't know really
What?
how especially
How does
World
that correlate?
Series has. I don't know how that compares to, but that's what he says.
Different audiences.
What do we
It's
attest
different.
this to? What do we attest this to?
I mean, it's a various things for me. I think it's a lot more threes and layups than anything else of like basketball, right? You don't see people going up for mid range. You don't see people like it
So
kind
you
of
blame
gets like
analytics.
copycat. It's where's the oohs and the ahs and where's the flash? It's just I know what I'm gonna see every possession, either a three or a layup.
Or
Nothing else.
pick and roll.
Maybe a dunk,
Pick and
here
roll.
and there, or DeRozan DeRozan maybe.
Very, very sidebar. I'm sorry, real quick. Did y'all know Kemba Walker is on the Charlotte Hornets coaching staff?
I didn't.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's
Yes.
crazy. All right, go ahead. So basically, you saying the analytics are killing the game?
It's
So
the analytics, aesthetics of it. It's like, what is this? Like, this is not what we were raised on,
Oh.
Like, show me the full package. You only showing me a piece of element of basketball. Like, give me the whole package. Pause.
That's crazy. But Minnow, what do you attest to?
I said pause, bro.
I want to bring up Gil's point first. No, I'm gonna bring up my point first. I think it has to do with the perception of the NBA and the NBA stars. I feel like and this is just my opinion, and I love the NBA. Like, you can't stop me from watching the NBA. I'm gonna watch me some NBA, okay? But I think the overall I think the overall perception is that these players get paid way too much money now, and they're not as hungry as they used to be, or they're not as hungry as previous generations when it came to having to survive and put food on the table. Like it was more of a life or death kind of thing back in the day growing up, and now the salaries are kind of inflated, just based on how the growth of the NBA has gone. And yeah, I just think the overall hardworking viewer, doesn't can't correlate you not wanting to play a sport just based off of a little tic tac injury. You know what I'm saying? Or so that's just my personal opinion on what I believe. And like I said, I love the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But Gil brought up a point. He mentioned that. Excuse me. Gil brought up a point. He mentioned how it's much more difficult to watch the NBA these days. Like, there's so many avenues that you have to go through in order to like watch NBA games now. Like, he brought up the fact that League Pass is expensive now. And you know what I'm saying? You know, the average family is like, all right, am I gonna pay $100 and something to watch the NBA, or am I gonna put food on the table? So he think it has something to do with the economy more so, and how, like, you got to have 3 or 4 different apps just to watch all the games now. You know what I'm saying? And you can't even watch your home team now just because of contracts and stuff. So he feels like they muddied the water when it came to the contracts and how viewers can actually access their product. And that's where he feels the huge flaws come in, which I thought was a good point.
That is huge, especially this year, because I have yet to watch a Bulls game. So that's crazy to me. So like, I just think that like, what are we doing? Like, so with all these apps like HBO and Netflix and Disney and all of that, like all of that adds up to like $200 just for apps, and then you got your regular cable, and then you want to get League Pass, that's $150, $200. So the economy part of it, the financial part of it is there too.
Right.
And then, I will down this hill. I still say that it's the injuries to key players, and I think it's more prevalent this year because you got all these players out, whether it be neither here nor there. You got your Kawhis and your Embiids and your Paul Georges, people who are injured coming into the season, people who got injured in the beginning of the
So what's
season.
the solution though, Tweeter? What's the solution to these injuries?
Lower the amount of games, getting rid of back to
So
backs
what? You want
altogether.
what? How many games? How many games total?
65 games.
Okay. So how do you quantify those
65.
65 games in record wise compared to like the greats like MJ or Kobe? Like when we go look at records and we see that you only play 65 games, are we
Yeah.
gonna be like old heads like, well, you only play 65 games, you diluted the product? Like
Well, I got an answer for
that's one
you.
thing I'll
So
be thinking about, bro. Like
it's a lot to
if
think
the
about.
greats that didn't have the technology that they had back then play 82 games, why can't you? I believe in evolution. I don't know about you, but I believe that we're bigger, stronger, faster, you know.
I
Why
mean,
we can't play?
and to that point, Phil, I also hear the argument that a lot of these athletes nowadays are playing way more basketball in their younger years as opposed to previous generations. So they have way more miles on their body as opposed to what we're accustomed to. And so maybe that could also play into the factor why they're so injury prone as well.
And
Awesome.
again, the game has changed.
I just
So
want to see back to backs eliminated. I don't know. I just feel like
I think that will make a lot of a huge difference, and that's really all I'm asking. Eliminate back to backs. So you should only play maybe 3 games a week, and what that
That
would do
season's gonna be
is
long as fuck. You're gonna have season starting what October to like end of June, damn near July. If we do that,
no, not
you
at all.
adding on weeks, bro.
but check this out though. You know why the Sixers are done? I also learned today that they have 7 back-to-backs in January and March with a total of 15 games, with a total of 30 games, 15 in each month. So that means that Embiid is not playing in those games, and because of that, you can already count out the Sixers. Like as a fan, as an organ, if I'm a Sixer fan, I'm like, bro, what am I doing? Well, I'm not watching this shit. Like, I'm trying to go
Yes.
watch some football. Like,
Yeah.
it's pathetic. So
Something has to give. Something has to give. Whether we want to talk about it or not, something has to change. Because again, I think also we're forgetting that the game has changed again. So there are more possessions, and players are running more. And so, what other sport has back to backs? Hockey, baseball. Baseball, motherfuckers just sit in the outfield. I play baseball. I sat in the outfield. I ain't really exert energy. Like basketball is really the only sport you got to run up and down, run and cut, all that lateral movement on your knees, and you want them to play back to back again. Cats in the '90s, back in the day, yeah, they play 82 games, but like I saw a video today. Motherfuckers talking about how Mark Jackson come down the floor, pass to Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller pass to Rick Smits in the post. Rick Smits go to work. Like everybody really just standing around for 48 minutes. You know what I mean? Like it's not really a lot of running and gunning now. I mean, back in the day as it is now. So that takes a toll on players' bodies. So if something has to be done, is all I'm saying. I don't know the logistics of how it should be done. Somebody got to meet, the board of directors got to meet and say, all right, how are we going to change and improve the quality of our game? That's all I'm saying.
I'm cool with eliminating the back-to-backs, but I'm not cool with getting rid of 82 games. I'm just not cool with it on the record wise. Like I
I do.
wasn't cool with adding a 17 game in the NFL. Like I wasn't cool with that, but money wise, I understood. Okay, we're trying to make a couple of more millions of dollars. But
I think
Greed.
I think it's a combination of things. With the whole AAU factor, I really think is a huge deal when it comes to this. Just based on how nobody's immortal. Like over time, overuse of muscles. You're gonna break down at some point, unless you're LeBron James. So, you
Right.
know, yeah, I think there's a lot of different factors that goes into this, but overall, you know, I don't know what else, that they can do. We can transition into the All-Star game. Like I feel like the All-Star game and the extracurricular activities that the NBA throws, like nobody really cares about that shit anymore.
That
You know,
definitely
like that's another reason. Like I remember growing up, I couldn't wait to watch the slam dunk contest.
cats don't play it now. Cats don't participate.
Like I couldn't wait to watch. I couldn't wait to watch the 3-point contest. I couldn't wait to watch the All-Star game.
All-Star weekend used to be the shit.
Yeah, but now it's like, man, whatever. I'll catch it when I can.
Yeah, the rising stars and the rookie sophomores is really
I'm
all this.
mad as hell that my fastest team got to sit there for 2 weeks. Mad as hell, idle.
Idle tale.
like,
That shit weak.
I catch the second half. Maybe they'll play for real.
Right. Yeah. So no, it's an insult. I think it's like they're making a mockery of the game almost.
I do think that to Gil's point that you do need to incentivize these players to play the All-Star game if y'all want to have a better product, right? And
Yeah,
incentivize them quarter by quarter, right? Make it $1
yeah,
million, however,
yeah.
and see who's gonna play hard. And I also agree that we should have King of the Hill at All-Star game. People will watch King of the Hill. People will watch KD versus whoever, King of the Hill. Paul George, whoever, King of the
One on
Hill.
one.
No. People, it don't care who signs up for King of the Hill. Anybody, if you play like King of the Hill, people will watch that because it's competition. It's someone beating another opponent. Like that's what we want to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? On All-Star weekend, like it don't care who signed up. It could be all rookies up in that boy. Like that would be fresh. That would be fresh content that we would be able to talk about, you know what I'm saying? And be able, like, yo, that was, NBA
I can
really.
see random motherfuckers like Ben Mathurin asking him to get on his King of the Hill. He the type of dude that want to play that straight
Yeah.
up.
So
You ain't an all-star. I bust your ass though, like I'm an
Right.
all-star.
Let's see who the best player one on one player in the league is. KD beat everybody though. But so I just think that, and again, transition to All-Star Week. That's another thing. It ties into the quality of the league and the game right now. It's like a microcosm of everything. Like the All-Star game is like, nobody really wants to see it. So like back in the day, superstars, to your point, Menifee, participated in the dunk contest. Like right now, you should have Ja Morant, Zion.
Both hurt.
That plays back to my point, actually. But I think it all comes full circle. That's just my opinion, though. But again, they don't want to play it because again, it's like, oh, it's just the All-Star game. It's the time to rest. So one of my solutions is, if you look at football, the Pro Bowl game is after the season. So this is just my idea. I just thought about, you should just have the All-Star game maybe after the finals, or maybe a couple weeks after the finals. Then, of course, players can get a little time to rehab, play the All-Star game, and then have the whole summer. That's an idea, and maybe that'll make it more competitive.
Players will come back out of a brutal 82-game season to come play in a exhibition match?
I don't know.
I think that's kind of a hard bargain, bro. You gotta incentivize, like, you thinking in my time, bro. That's PTO. You thinking in my PTO.
They play USA, Team USA. They play. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why not play an exhibition game real quick?
I don't understand why the NBA is making it more difficult than it really needs to be. Like, I feel like Gil solved the issue. Like, you incentivize every quarter to ensure that they play hard. Like, the NBA ain't poor. Like, what's $1 million a quarter? And then whoever wins the most quarters win an additional $500,000 on top of that. Like, that sounds amazing. Can you imagine? Like, but whatever.
Throw some money at it. Throw some money at the issue. I mean, that'll work.
Well, what's head scratcher though? They said that if
you're not already throwing all this money at them now, so it's like, what else can you do at this point? They so rich now. They be like, we don't even need the All-Star game. I don't want to risk injury and miss my $150 million contract playing around for a game that don't count.
Right. That's getting $50 million a year.
See what I'm saying? Well, now if you want me to put my $150 million contract on the line, show me the money. Like, it's got to be like, yeah, I twisted my ankle. I'm out 2 to 3 weeks, but we won that extra $1 million though. So I mean, it was like that. I feel like that's where it is now, and it's kind of disgusting to say it, but I don't know how else you can go about fixing the All-Star game. Like,
money talks, bro. Money talks. I don't care.
Incentivize them more. I do love the King of the Hill. That would be amazing.
Take some up, man. Throw some in, King of the Hill, something.
I like the concept that he brought up of the 3-point contest where you get a sharpshooter from the NBA to pick a sharpshooter from the WNBA, and then they total combined scores. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope. I think
they definitely about to incorporate the WNBA much more going forward now, especially with the WNBA, gaining popularity. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
They're gonna do something. So one thing I do appreciate about Adam Silver is that he does try. Every year he tries something new. He understands.
He definitely do. He definitely do. I like him as a commissioner more than I think I like rest in peace, David.
Yeah.
I think he gives the player more creativity, more leeway. He shows more empathy towards players.
Yeah, he's definitely a player.
Right.
Yeah, David Stern was more.
Yeah, he's definitely a player's GM or owner, player's owner.
Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, the league is 80% black. So, I do appreciate him being that type of owner. I mean, not the owner, but commissioner. But yeah, man, I just think that at these competition committees, they said that Steph was there. They said that I think Kevin Durant was there. And I was like, bro, if you guys are in the league, you should know what draws attention. You should know.
They signed off on it. Like, yeah, this is gonna be dope. This whole 14 concept thing, yeah. This gonna kill them.
That's what's crazy to me.
So let me go see here. 1 second. Speaking of that 4-team concept, so basically we got 4-team tournament style in 2025. NBA All-Star Game is expected to work. Sources tell ESPN 2 semifinal games up to 40 points, winners advance. A finals game up to 25 points. A quick burst competition, pickup ball style.
Wow.
So that's where we at.
Pickup ball style.
The Rucker Park style.
Wow. Bringing it back to the streets. Like what Diesel said, always win.
Hopefully that helps. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still not gonna really. The NBA All Star Weekend is my time to get a break from the NBA and go do my taxes and handle other business and stuff and do some spring cleaning. And like, so I'm sorry, that's just me. Do more important stuff. Get some rest. You know what I'm saying? But, I hope they improve it so I can watch, man. Because like I said, I want to see superstars participate. Because I honestly believe the superstars look at it too. They look at it like a week to 2 week rest right now. So we'll see. But all right, so last but not least, let's switch gears to the trade contenders. So who do we feel like should make a trade right now? What contenders do we feel like make a trade, and what do those contenders or should those contenders look for? So you got, New York, should they make another trade? They just made a whole bunch of trades. Who else we got? OKC. I mean, we got some injuries. I mean, shit, the Sixers. Should the Sixers make another trade? Like, the Bucks. What we think?
I heard something interesting.
I'm looking at.
This is a little.
I'm looking at.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
This is a little sidebar before we get up in there. But I heard there's allegations that Joel Embiid really wanted Jimmy. And the reason why he's acting the way that he is now is because the Sixers organization didn't bring Jimmy Butler.
I believe it.
But sources.
Jimmy Butler is out of contract next year, right?
Huh?
Jimmy Butler's out of contract next year, right? He's due for extension next year.
Yep. So
he got Paul George. Remember he winked at him at All-Star game last year. We need you. He got Paul George. Like, come on, bro. So if you want Jimmy Butler now, you got Paul George that you wanted. You got Terrence Maxey, guard. Like, all right. Like, I just don't know how that would work more so.
Yeah.
I heard that
Philadelphia is a cheap organization. They don't want to overpay anybody, really. Too tough.
Right. And then it's going to look, I don't think it's going to happen because as an organization, they're going to look bad because he was already a part of the organization to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Tobias Harris over me?
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. As far as additions, I'm just looking at your Lakers team in the background. Though I do think that the Lakers need like a defending guard that can be a 3-and-D pretty much. Can shoot threes and can defend on ball because they're terrible.
The Lakers ain't never had a defending guard. Let them know, man.
We've never had a defending guard. The closest we had, Derek Fisher, my guy. Derek Fisher.
Y'all had y'all had Caruso for that championship and KCP.
Right. You right. My fault. KCP don't really count. He like
a defending starting point guard is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wait, KCP don't count? Like he won y'all a championship. He was a defender.
I thought we talking about point guards.
Point guards.
No, I'm talking about guard. Period. You need a defending guard.
I'm talking about point guard.
Somebody who's guard, combo guard.
I mean, I'll take. I mean, ain't that what Cam Reddish supposed to be?
He don't
even want to shoot the ball, man.
I know.
That boy shoot the ball once or twice a game. It's crazy. And McDonald's All-American, 5-star at that.
I wouldn't be mad if him and D'Lo left.
Dang.
They could take Rui too.
Yeah, Rui. Yeah.
Rui can go. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Terry Rozier.
Y'all gotta get some catch and shooters, man. Because let's be realistic.
Yeah, I want Terry Rozier or Zach LaVine at this point. I don't know if he's still available now in the Bulls, but yeah, that's what I want.
That'd be a good trade. Send Zach to LA. That should have been happened actually. So yeah, I think that should happen.
Yeah.
Do it. Give
Okay,
LeBron everything. Huh?
OKC need to make a move. It's about time for Capella to get up out of Atlanta. I think that'd be a good trade target, but they probably gonna look at who else? Who else out there? Maybe
I don't
Mitchell.
even know what Atlanta need. They just such a bad basketball team,
Maybe
bro. Like,
Robinson. I can see OKC maybe trying to pitch Mitchell Robinson when he healthy.
You don't like Chet? I mean, they already got Chet and
Bro, he hurt right now, dog.
he'll be back in a couple months.
they be
They-
back.
they
And they just got Hartenstein too. He
Oh
just
yeah,
came
yeah.
back from
I
injury.
forgot about him. I forgot about him. My bad.
Yeah, Hardenstein. Yeah, I think OKC straight. Who else we got though? Shit, Clippers. There's a lot of teams need to make trade. There's a lot of injuries out here. A lot of teams need to make a trade. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I actually, honestly, at the end of the day, I know I say that a lot. Like through it all, through all these injuries, I appreciate this year though, because it's like I feel like we're getting more of the YNs coming to fruition. Like the rookies are hooping now, getting more tick. You know what I mean? So it's like it's I know the viewership is down and all that, but like it's still a good year because you got players who wouldn't normally get the shine still getting a chance to hoop. So,
Jared McCain, TikTok star.
yeah, that dude on the Sixers, like he got his nails painted, he hooping. You know what I mean? So
He a certified bucket though.
yeah, he been killing. So that's I do like that. The younger guys are coming in, and so to the pure NBA fan, it's still a good year. So, but I still want to see the stars and the superstars get healthy and hoop. So I don't know what need to happen.
Who's your team this year? Chuck? Now the Clippers is
The
terrible.
same team,
Who's
the
your
same
team?
team it's been for the past 25 years.
Teams, plural. You gotta put the S's. He got 3 teams.
Who's your
You know what?
teams, man?
I'm about to put my high school panoramic video behind me from now on, so y'all will remember who my team is. Because y'all must have forgot.
It's the Spurs,
We trading.
and Celtics.
Hey, we trading everybody but Wimby and Castle. Everybody got to go. CP3, yeah, he can stay. Who else? Yeah, everybody
Why
else.
has it kept CP3 been playing well? And I eat my words on that though. I thought that he would not play first off at
No, he's
all
hooping. That boy, no, CP3
because of his
is
injuries.
CP3 is out here doing what he's trying to do what he did in OKC. So like he trying to hoop, get the Spurs back up. I appreciate him. I don't think he's gonna be here at the end of the season, but I
With
think he's
that,
trying to.
yeah. With that being said, they're still a lottery team though. With that being said, respectfully,
Spurs might be the
they're
9
a lottery
seed.
team too.
Spurs might be the
They're
9
a
in the
lottery
team.
team. You got Champagne as your starting 3. They a lottery team, bro.
Like I said, they need to trade. And motherfuckers is
You don't even know where Champagne come from.
I don't. Um,
Exactly.
he's solid though, but Cass is playing for to see who gonna be on the championship team next
Y'all
year.
sleep on Julian though.
Hey,
Yeah,
fun fact though, he got a twin though that can hoop too.
Oh, for real?
He's
he
like an
elite.
inch shorter than Champagne. Champagne got a twin, identical twin.
What, he in college or something?
Nah, he in the league.
Oh shit, that's crazy. It's a whole bunch of brothers in the league now. That's crazy. Um, yeah, all right. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Any other final thoughts about any topic y'all want to stand on or die on, whatever hill? What we got?
No, man. I just want to address the little altercation that took place in the fantasy points chat earlier today.
Uh-oh.
My boy Phil had to test me real
Oh, snap. What we talk about? Stand on it. Speak on it.
got a problem with this. I don't. The thing is, I don't have an issue with the IR spot. I just don't. I think I would more so understand it if it was a points league, but a category league with this injury, the way the injuries are in the league, like we've been dealing with this for like 5 years. So I just don't see how an injury spot would fix this issue. But that's on me.
Okay.
That's where I stand.
Phil, how you feel about
And
that?
I don't want no remorse. I was only sad that I couldn't give you the fight that you wanted to get this week, my boy. That's all.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, that's what I said. I said, don't worry, bro. Your team gonna get healthy, and we definitely gonna swap it out because I looked at the schedule. We back at it March. Back in March.
You already know.
I'm pretty sure.
You already know I was at work. I was like, let me circle this week. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure knowing you, Menifee, that you're gonna have a few trades up your sleeve, and that team won't look like that when I see you come March. Because if it is, I got some for Ja, I got some for E. I got some, and I got some for Luka too. I got MVP too. But that's here no doubt. No, seriously though, I really want your team to be healthy so I can know where I'm at come playoff time because I have a playoff team. Indeed, you know that. You know that too.
You did your thing. You did your thing, my boy. You did your thing.
Minnow, Luka out for a couple weeks, bro. I don't know. Trade through it, dog. I'll send you a trade if you want.
Trade through.
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, I really don't know what to do with this team. Like, my guards be like this, dog. Like, I don't
got a lot of guards, bro.
You might need to drop Castle, dog. I don't know. He having him. He hitting the rookie wall, bro. You might need to drop dude, bro.
I'll drop from Portland before I drop him. I think they trying to sabotage his career over there in Portland.
Why?
Bro, they don't even start him.
He don't start no more?
Scoop?
Oh, you talking about Scoop? Scoop can't shoot. Scoop still can't shoot though.
Man.
They going under every pick and roll, every screens with that nigga right now. It's like, and he still turned that bitch over like 3 times.
He has yet to play over 30 minutes this season, dog. And it is so annoying. It's like, why are you not letting him play, dog?
It's Chauncey Billups. What's going on, Chauncey?
No, he's gonna play at the end of the season. So once they
before I do it with Castle gonna take off once CP3 get hurt.
Hey, Castle.
It's bound to happen. He's gonna be sat down when they figure out their lottery position. He's gonna get sat down. I mean, it is what it is. It's business at the end of the day.
That's all I got on the fantasy corner. What I was thinking about, we should think about like coming up with like a NumbersLie like parlay or something.
Okay. Hey, I've been live betting and I've been getting it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to tell everybody, but I've been getting on these live bets, bro. That's what it's
come up with like a NumbersLie parlay or something that we
like a periodic one or what?
Huh?
Like periodically every week or what?
Yeah, maybe like once a week, like on a big game day, like on a Friday, every Friday.
Okay.
We put
number one play.
We put out
number one play.
Try to get a nice plus 100 for everybody. Everybody double up.
Yeah, because clearly the niggas over there calling our shot don't know what the fuck they talking about.
Oh yeah, I've been stopped following him. My fantasy team been working for me, so I don't nobody else. I just follow my fantasy. I love living and dying with myself.
Yeah,
that's so much more peaceful.
Right, because you know what they capable of. Like, all right, I know my man's here gonna give me this.
Man, y'all, man, hey, yeah. He blew me that draft night. I was done with him after that. I was like, oh heck,
Yeah.
All right, Phil, what's your final takes, brother? Any final thoughts?
Man, I just want it to be a good season. I just want the best teams to be there in the playoffs. I just want it to be an entertaining season. I just hope that eventually we can get this NBA All-Star situated because I like Menifee back in the day. I anticipating watching NBC just for the All-Star game and seeing Mike and Magic and all them. And now I don't even care for it. So, Adam Silver, I appreciate you as commissioner, but we could do more. We could do better. That's my final thoughts.
Okay. And hey, you already know my final thoughts. It's just these injuries, man. These injuries are more of a thing than people want to let on, man. Like the game has changed. It's more possessions. Something needs to change because I think it's all encompassing and it's full circle. If you lower the amount of games, you lower the amount of injuries, you make every game mean more, that will make everything better. But I am Tweedamus, and we will circle back on this when it happens, because it will. That's all I got.
All right.
All right. So that's it's another NumbersLie Podcast episode. You tuned in to NumbersLie Sports Network, your home for sports news. Follow, like, subscribe, all that. Don't take no money. Just go ahead and do that. More to come later on. Stay tuned next time. Peace out. 100.